Hello, happy campers. Stop stepping on my lines. I'm Spike.
I'm Chris.
And we are Geeking Out. Episode 201. Yeah, the big 200 thing's finally over.
Yeah. Did you guys like what we had? Did you guys like the new stuff, the new show, and everything?
We got a little busy last week, didn't we?
Yes. We
Had
threw a
three
bunch
different-
of stuff at you guys.
3 different shows. The chore of duty did not make it through YouTube. And not for the reason you think. It wasn't because of the content that I posted or the points that I made. It was because Disney hit me with a copyright notice. So I didn't get a strike, but Disney said, no, you can't do that. So,
no.
However, you can still see Chore of Duty 501 on Rumble and on Facebook, last I checked.
That's bad because when you posted that video, there was like, I think 6 views so far on that first day.
Yeah, everybody was looking forward to it. You can still find it on our Rumble page. Go to rumble.com and do a search for Who What Where, WHOWOTWARE, and then you'll find the episode there. I actually did start a Chore of Duty channel there, but it's only got the one video so far, so bear with me. We are recording on, it's September 11th, 2022. It has been 21 years since 9/11.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
It's been 21 years since 9/11. I still remember where I was. I was actually in a break room at Food Lion in Mount Sterling. So, What?
I
you
was
say?
in homeroom in school.
Yeah, make me feel older.
It was high school.
It
Well,
was-
senior, no. But it, well, yeah, no.
And
Yeah.
And the very bestest part, all that crap that's happened since then. I say this. Want to see us get banned real quick? Terrorists won. Because we haven't been able to climb and get on an airplane without a deep cavity search since. Every pervert in America is trying out for the Transportation Security Agency. So, yeah, you're welcome. What you got, Chris?
Oh, I was gonna. I didn't mean to interfere with.
Oh,
the
go right ahead.
9/11 thing.
Our
sorry.
Geekin' Out fans love it when I start getting political on this show.
I haven't looked, but the video that you said was copyrighted. It might still be on my Facebook group, Movie Geek,
It should be.
because I posted it on there. So it might be still
Like
on
I
there.
said, the last I checked, it was still on the Facebook page. So,
Okay.
so there you go. Go to Facebook, look for Chore of Duty. If you're already subscribed to the Who What Where, if you already befriended Who What Where, you can find it. Or you can find our stuff over on his Movie Geek page. Or like I said, you can go to rumble.com. You can find it on the Chore of Duty channel there. So, like I said, it's September 11th, 2022, and holy cow, Disney had a bad week this week. Did you see everything that happened at Disney? I know you've got your news-ish stuff, but have you written anything down about Disney Plus this past week?
Disney Plus, no, but I wrote down the stuff on their D23 event that they have every year.
Yeah.
And all the trailers and stuff that they released.
So. Y'all, hold on a minute. You see, I've got this set up. We're still filming on a 4-year-old piece of equipment when it's hooked up to a 3-year-old desktop and all this other stuff. And I'm doing backup on my smartphone because I still can't get the stupid boom mic to work. But I've just looked and noticed my head is about halfway down the screen, so you're looking at Spider-Man bouncing off the top of my head. And I'm going to try to...
I thought it was something a little bit more serious.
Bring it down.
What is...
Like that. There we go. Now we're looking at the... There. Now, we can actually start talking and I can put my little graphics at the bottom. There's nothing like a professional podcast, and this is nothing like a professional podcast. So, back to Disney Plus. Oh, man. D23 was this past week. Everybody suddenly hates Tom Hanks. Everybody hates Robert Zemeckis. Do you know why?
Oh yeah, the Pinocchio movie that apparently everybody is like saying is really really bad.
We
I
hold on.
that
We are talking about Tom Hanks as Geppetto, going, "Hey, it's a Geppetto." That level of bad it is.
I have not watched it yet, but I kind of want to watch it because of everybody saying how bad it actually
It.
is.
I put up with the first 5 minutes. I was like, no, I'm done. But and which is a shame because I actually like Robert Zemeckis, but I don't know what in the world got in. What kind of mouse feed are you smoking, Robert, that you make a film like this? Huh?
Did you watch it?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Okay, it's When You Wish Upon a Star is not the big musical thing in this movie. It's When I Knew Him, which was Geppetto's dead son, which nobody wanted, nobody asked for, not in the original novel, not in Disney's original movie, has never been rendered in any sense of the iteration of this Pinocchio story. Now all of a sudden Geppetto's got a dead son. You might as well just DC Zaslav, come here. Listen to me. Pinocchio, as long as you stay away from the lederhosen and the little big boy cowlick, Pinocchio is public domain. You know this because Bill Willingham centered an entire story arc of Fables around it. Get the Fables movie made and do Pinocchio right, where, spoiler alert, Geppetto is a bad guy. So that would be preferable, this movie. To be honest, I've had bowel movements I'd rather deal with again rather than see this movie. Ye cats, what is that? Twerking She-Hulk. We've got, holy cow, we've got more Star Wars stuff coming out. No more theatrical Star Wars, apparently, for a while. It's all going to be coming on Disney Plus, which should tell you something. It's just been a long week, and why in the world do I still have a Disney Plus subscription? Honestly, I borrowed Chris's credentials, and I want to cancel it. Okay?
The only reason why I still have it, even though I have not watched nothing
Because
on that in
Tabitha's
such a
still
long
watching
time.
it. You know if she's still watching it? Because she still has her
No,
profile
she
on
still has her profile on there, but no,
Yeah.
she's not.
Okay.
But
Good girl, Tabitha.
it's kind of like more for nostalgia because like I'm sitting there like, well, I think it was like not too long ago. I was like, man, I want to watch the original Aladdin. So I did, and after I watched it, I was like, that actually felt good, and then that was it. I haven't been back since. But
Okay.
that's why it's there. It's like it's for nostalgia.
We've had this discussion before. Don't expect it to be there, okay? Disney, I can see this coming from a mile away. A lot of these studios are about to abandon their streaming services. Disney probably won't because they're an electronic babysitter. Amazon's going to run out of money. Apparently they're losing they're taking a bloodbath on Lord of the Rings or whatever it is, whatever they're doing. Netflix has Stranger Things, and that's about all they got. We've had this discussion before. Physical media. Get the physical media. If there's a movie you like, get the physical media. Okay? Don't count on these streaming services. Don't even buy it from Amazon. There's no guarantee Amazon's going to even be in business in 5 years, much less still have the rights so you can stream it. Remember, and this is something nobody wants to talk about. If you buy a movie or a TV show on one of these streaming services like Amazon or something, you are buying a license to watch the show. Okay? Same thing with the DVDs, the Blu-rays, the VHS cassettes and stuff. Hollywood's been saying for years, you're just buying a license to watch the movie. The idea is you cannot resell it. You don't actually own a copy of the movie. You just purchase the right to watch it on a physical media. And the court system has basically said, go pound sand, you own that disc and everything that's on it. That's why Hollywood can't do anything about it when you do whatever you want with it. Get the physical media, because I'm telling you, 2023 is going to be pretty dark, okay? And I don't just mean the lights go out, I mean there's going to be a lot of financial bloodshed going on in the next year that I see. You are going to see a bunch of these streaming services go away. You have Disney and Netflix currently trying to strangle each other because they both want the same ad revenue. Nobody is going to pay Netflix or Disney a dime to watch their streaming services chock full of ads. They're not going to do it. Disney should know better because they have Hulu. Hulu charges you to watch ads, and Hulu has been a third-tier service all along, okay? So Hulu is like a far distant, far off in the distance behind Netflix and Disney Plus. So, get the physical media. If you want to see Aladdin, get the physical media. But do be careful. Don't get the one that has the genie that does not blue. You don't want that one. You still want to buy Disney.
So I should go for the Disney Movie Club.
No, never. See, Disney is not stupid. They're just a bunch of morons, but they're not stupid. The Disney Movie Club is still there. They will happily send you a Blu-ray every month, unless you can remember to send in the little card that says you don't want it. Don't do that. Just start haunting the DVD racks at local stores and stuff and see what you can find. But no, don't do the Disney Movie Club. You thought the Mafia, you thought the Godfather had some messed up stuff? Wait until the Disney Movie Club gets direct access to your debit card. Oh. No, you want nothing to do with that. It took us decades to finally kill off Columbia House. You don't want anything to do with the Disney Movie Club. So that's enough Mickey Mouse stuff.
Oh.
Unless you got some other story to talk about. What else happened at D23 that I'm forgetting about?
Yeah, so D23 was over the weekend. Actually, I think it's still going.
That's the Disney Fan Fest, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's still going. Released a bunch of new trailers and other things that people got excited about. And stuff that are coming your way is apparently they showed footage of Peter Pan and Wendy. It's a live action Peter Pan movie, basically. There's so many of those, it's like I don't really care anymore. But that's happening.
Ding! That's the correct answer I have on this.
The one that everybody is talking about right now is The Little Mermaid.
Boy.
Live action movie.
The girl can sing. I'll give her that.
She did. So there's mixed feelings because she's black.
This has been a thing.
And then there's others that are like just literally has watched the trailer and is like, oh, yes, and they don't give a crap. So.
This has been the thing going on for years. The people who remember the original Little Mermaid in the theaters are all rolling their eyes right now because this is just another woke remake piece of hot mess. All the younger people are like, cool, we get our own Little Mermaid. Stop. Back when we first started doing the show 3.5 years ago, one of my end caps, the little blurbs we have at the very end of the show, featured a picture of Ariel from The Little Mermaid, and then Ariel Black right next to it with a different Little Mermaid. That, like I said, that was 3 years ago. This has been building for a while. They're finally getting some, well, they're getting about 20 seconds worth of actual footage in a 30-second trailer, guys. That's how many blackouts and cuts there are in this thing. That's
Yeah.
never a good sign.
Yeah, I loved how watching the trailer, it was just like a tease because it's like, oh, you see the tail, and then that's it, and it's like, why don't you just go ahead and show her? We already know what
I
what
did
this
notice.
is.
I did notice one thing, as every heterosexual male noticed when they were watching that trailer. No seashell bra. It looks like the green tail just comes up to her chest.
Oh, I didn't.
She looks
actually-
more like Chicken of the Sea than she does the Little Mermaid.
Honestly, weird thing, I didn't even actually notice.
You didn't even actually
I
notice.
didn't look. That's just, okay. Well, anyway, one that I don't know. I haven't seen nothing on it. I don't know if they actually showed anything on it, but it did kind of excite me. But yet, then again, I think that they'll just really ruin it. But apparently, they're doing a Mufasa movie. I mean, if they do it right, like the original Lion King, I might actually be interested in it. I mean, to see where Mufasa, or maybe it's just Mufasa as an adult ruling the kingdom.
Because Disney does so well with
Yeah,
prequels.
I know.
Or sequels, for that matter.
Another trailer that did hit for the sequel of Enchanted. This is
Stop. Wait. They're not getting James Earl Jones to do Mufasa, okay? Disney will never kick up that much dough. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What were you talking
No,
about?
actually,
Enchanted?
they will come out with that dough. You know why?
Because they're stupid.
Yes, because they decided to put Hayden Christensen, whatever his name is,
Christensen, yes.
who played the young Darth Vader, and actually paid him to put on the Darth Vader suit for the Obi-Wan show. And it's like, you could put anybody in that suit and save money, but no, you paid a bit. Okay. So yeah, they do got money to throw away. You just don't know how to use it
Kathleen
well.
Kennedy has money to throw away.
But anyway,
the guys who are actually good at making Star Wars things, they don't get any money. So Jon Favreau does not get money, even though he's made Disney how many billions of dollars so far? Just off the Baby Yoda merch. Go ahead.
Anyway, the sequel to Enchanted is Disenchanted. It's yeah. Inside Out 2. I don't know what it is. It's kind of like Turning Red. Everybody loves Inside Out. I watched it and I'm like, I really didn't care.
Have you seen the video? Now, I've talked about this video before a lot here recently because it was the Chore of Duty 301, Reason and Emotion.
Oh, yeah.
Pete Docter, Word of God says Pete Docter, the guy who produced Inside Out, that was his inspiration for the movie. The idea of having different emotion, different parts of your psyche running around. But he just mainly stuck to the different emotions and stuff.
I mean, I get the concept of the whole thing. It's just, it didn't do nothing for me. Like, I didn't watch that movie and be like, this is the best Pixar movie ever made. Like, no. I didn't.
No.
Just like Turning Red, like, I didn't really care. Like, it was like, I watched it and I'm just like, this is bad.
The best Pixar movie ever made? Luck.
Still have not watched it yet. But
It's not even a Pixar movie, but it was a John Lasseter movie, and John Lasseter is Pixar. So. You're welcome.
apparently, they released a cast of the Haunted Mansion movie with Jamie Lee Curtis, Owen Wilson, and there was somebody else, but I forgot. Yeah, apparently that's happening.
The Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
With Jamie Lee Curtis.
Owen Wilson.
And Jamie Lee Curtis was in the original Halloween. Okay. Yeah. Owen Wilson frightens me that he has a career. Okay. Where's Eddie Murphy?
I mean, yeah.
He was in the first one,
movie,
right?
Yeah, and I don't know. Oh, well, I know where he is. He's doing better things.
He's
like
doing
Beverly Hills Cop 4.
That's true.
That is better, honestly.
There's your sign right there.
Which, by the way, I just want to add in. We talked about Beverly Hills Cop 4 last time and didn't know if the original actors, Judge Reinhold or the other guy, is going to be in it. But footage was released that showed the two on set. So the original John Reinhold and the other guy are in.
It's still going to be interesting to see which direction they go with on it, because Axel Foley being the man, that's Brother Man being the man. That is a movie in itself. That's a movie in itself.
And the trailer was released for Hocus Pocus 2, which, I mean, I'm on board. I know you probably don't like it, but
I'm not a fan.
I'm on board. They also showed the trailer for Willow, and it blew me away, to be honest. I was sitting there watching it, I was like, wow, this actually looks like it has a good story, and it looks really good. I'm shocked. Like, wasn't expecting them to actually take it serious. So, it looks pretty good.
When you respect your source material. So, that's nice. So, that's everything out of D23 this
As for right now,
week,
yes.
as of now. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Ooh,
there it goes. Right in Disney 23, right in the trash. Yeah. Where it belongs.
So, in other news,
So, what else is going on?
Judy Coomer, I don't know, is being eyed to play Sue Storm. Miss Coomer was last seen in the movie Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds, and she plays a serial killer on a show called Killing Eve, which I have never seen, but everybody keeps talking about this show and how good it actually is. So, I don't know. So, but yeah.
What's the lady's name? Sandra Oh, I think is on that show too.
Yeah.
She's the one who's
like
actually
the cop
killing Eve.
after.
Yes, she's the one who's actually trying to kill Eve, and what's her face plays Eve.
I don't know. I've never seen the show, but I know I've heard a lot of people talk about it.
I'm not a fan of Killing Eve. I actually got into Dexter for about 2 weeks, and then grew up. I'm not a fan of slasher stuff. I'm not a fan of gore. You guys know this. I'm not a fan of gore. I want you to tell a good frickin' story for once. Just tell a good story. Focus on your character development, and then you can leave the slashy, cutty, hitty, poundy things up to the imagination. Okay? You don't have to get all stabby McStabby to get my attention. Show me some characters I actually care about. But, on the other hand, somebody's watching Westworld, so...
Actually, Westworld was actually really good. I'm sorry, it was really good.
Yeah, the original one was.
The original one was good as well, yes.
You're talking about special effects, but...
Yes, those were good.
Oh, Michael Crichton, I miss you so. Okay. Back to it.
This one hurts me because I'm afraid that they will so ruin it.
You want me to hurt you? Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
So fun if you ask for it.
The Never-Ending Story might be getting a reboot for streaming. Streaming on what? I'm not exactly for sure. Probably. I don't know. Really.
I approve of this. Anything that will kill the Never-Ending Story dead as disco, I'm for it. Deader than disco, because disco actually came back for 5 minutes a few years ago. Screw the Never-Ending Story.
What?
Screw the Never-Ending.
What?
Screw the Big Flying Dog too.
What?
Bro.
What? No. No.
Hey, yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
True.
No. Never-Ending Story was the bomb. It was awesome. It was good.
It never ended.
It's
still going on.
You're but it's not
crying out loud.
Never-Ending Story, and this song is going to be in your head now. I got you.
No.
Yep, I got you. I got it.
No, last time I had to listen to that song, I got brain cancer out of it, and I just had all that mess taken out, so there's nothing up there. Hurry up now, I'm going to fall asleep.
Bruce Campbell, wake up.
Okay, I'm here.
It has met with Sam Raimi to do they're in talks to develop a legacy sequel for the original Darkman. Okay, now in case you don't know exactly what I'm talking about, one, neither do I, except it is, and I had to make sure that they were talking about Darkman the movie, which starred Leslie Nielsen
No,
back in
didn't
like
stare
the,
Leslie Nielsen.
not Leslie Nielsen, Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
There's a difference.
Liam Neeson.
No, Darkman
Sorry.
with Leslie Nielsen would have been far too awesome to roam this earth.
Sorry about that, but yeah.
That was Sam Raimi's first superhero movie, by the way.
So I don't know if this is like a TV show that he's developing, or if it's actually a sequel, because they already had a Darkman sequel, right?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did. So yeah, I don't know exactly, but yeah, apparently Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi are doing this together.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, I mean, be fun. See what happens.
Yeah. So you had me on 3 different counts there. We'll take it a shot. We'll give it a shot.
This one I thought was just funny. Robert Englund says that, and this is all he said during like a Fear Fest thing that was going on, or some type of con he was at or whatever. But Robert Englund, best known for Freddy Krueger, says that Kevin Bacon could take over as Freddy. Now, I don't know if this is like him actually saying, hey, Kevin Bacon is going to be the new Freddy Krueger, or if this is like one of his, jokes that he... I don't know.
Robert Englund does not take himself that seriously, 1. 2, this would be like William Shatner saying that Laurence Olivier would be able to play Captain Kirk. And Laurence Olivier is dead. And I don't know if you could get Kevin Bacon to do it, because Bacon is... I mean, everything's better with Bacon, but he's kind of busy on his own thing now. He doesn't have to do that unless he would want to. So, I would imagine he would do... Kevin Bacon would probably do Footloose 2 before he would do this. What do I know?
Last news. And this one, again, do that again. Because the person we're going to talk about deserves all this. And that is Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser at the, I think it was the TIFF. I think it's called TIFF, the Cannes Film Festival thingy.
Mm-hmm.
At the premiere of The Well, Brendan Fraser got a standing ovation for 6 whole minutes. And now he's trending again. People are talking about him again. People want him in movies again.
Mm-hmm.
Fans want him back again.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we've talked about him before. He's had a rough life, and with surgery and being blackballed from Hollywood, and all that crap. So
Like crap.
Yeah.
Brendan Fraser is one of those guys who just has no craps to give. Okay, this is the guy who did George of the Okay, just listen to a partial filmography. George of the Jungle, about 200 mummy movies, and he was on several episodes of Scrubs, for crying out loud. This is a guy who has no craps to give.
And not to mention,
He'll
he
do what
had
he
to
wants.
deal with Pauly Shore.
Yeah.
Several times.
And didn't strangle him, which
Takes
I eventually forgave him for, But yeah, Brendan Fraser is one of those guys where it's just kind of like, it's good to know he's there,
Yeah. And the great thing is that, like, he's definitely coming back when, like, movies like Encino Man and what was the other movie he did with... Oh, I can't remember what it was, but usually you can find Encino Man, and the other movie was like on like free on like Tubi and stuff. They took those movies off, and now you got to rent them or buy them.
Yeah, because Brendan Fraser is hot again. Yes.
So it's like, yeah, okay, I get it.
It's not like Pauly Shore is hot again. But, so it's there's quite a few things we need to We'll talk about it some other time about Tubi and Freebie and some of these other idiotically named things. But those are the ad-supported streaming services that actually have the correct price, which is $0. But we'll probably wind up getting into them sometime. I did review all the broadcast channels in Central Kentucky a couple of weeks ago. I need to sit down and do another streaming review so that way 2 weeks after we do it, it'll be obsolete. So anything I can do to help knock off some targets. But So anything else you got, Chris?
No, that's all I got. Except, well, that's for another show.
Yeah. All right, so coming up this week, keep your eyes open because the podcasts all drop on Sunday nights. About 7 o'clock is Eastern. It's about usually when they all drop. That's the audio versions. Your videos. I gave one schedule last week, put a different schedule on the screen. Here's what we're going to do.
Yeah, dude, I knew as soon as you said, look for this day, look for this day, I was like, oh, you should not do that.
No, don't do that. I'm not even going to say when exactly they should be out, but let's just say that Geekin Out, the video should drop first, and then probably a day or two later you'll have this week's episode of Back Rack Video, which is about Christopher.
Oh,
it's your turn, boy.
Oh, yes.
It's your turn, son, brother.
We will be talking about 90s kids movies and the impact on children back then and how they do not make kid movies nowadays. And I'm serious. You'll see what I'm talking about. So.
And coming up in future episodes of Back Rack Video, we'll be looking at Adam 12 and a primer on noir videos, so noir films. Noir. So that's a couple of things I'm working on. So just keep your eyes and ears open. Chris will be handling Back Rack Video this week on 90s kids movies. And then should have a chore of duty later this week if I can ever get around to recording it. So that one, the audio, I don't even know when that's coming, when I'm going to get that done. But it will get done at some point. I promise you, sometime within the next year, episode 502 of the chore of duty will drop. Because there's just way too much crap to talk about. So, Chris.
No.
Like I said, any final thoughts? Any first thoughts? Yeah, that's pretty much the way it goes. So the next time, I'm Spike.
I'm Chris.
And we were geeking out. We'll see you.
Ta-da.
We'll see you on Back Rack Video, and then we'll see you right back here next week. Bye.